Nice views still. That was my pitch for the night. A few other guys here. But it was a nice night again. Had a lot of sleep. Feeling okay. Probably better than I did yesterday morning actually. Even though it might not look like it. Need a shower. Brush my teeth, and unfortunately the tide's in, so it looks like I'll probably have to climb over this little hill here rather than walking round the shore. It gets cut off at high tide, which is a bit frustrating. But yeah, really nice spot here. Quite a few guys actually. Lots of opportunities to pitch tents. So I'm just about to bring it down. So we're at what looks to be kind of half tide, and apparently you can go over just a small bit of hill rather than the big bit hill around this corner of the land. Much easier when you can just walk around the coast, of course, but that's definitely not on because I can see the water at the side of the rocks there. So hopefully it's just a little hillock I'll clamber over up there. Got these guys in front of me, so I'll be able to see if they turn back or not. And there it is, the Bog of Doom. So it's ruins off there in the distance, and the bridge is quite close to them. In fact, there's the bridge straight ahead, and there's some deer in the bog. This guy's up ahead of me, but I can't see where they've gone. I'm going to head, I don't know where I'm going to head. I'm going to head where it looks driest. Looks like everyone else is going up the right side, and I'm going to have to cut across through the bog to get to the bridge, or wade through the river up higher upstream. I'm going to make a beeline. This is quite nice actually. This is dry as the beach. So I'm heading across and I'm going to try and get to the river. And I'm hoping the bank of the river is going to be a bit harder. Who knows? Medic! Right guys, you're going to love this. I've made it across the river in the Bog of Doom, and it was pretty dry actually. But I know it's really soggy from here to the bridge, and the bridge isn't that far away, but I know there's just loads of bog in that last bit. So I've made the executive decision to deploy this year's secret weapon. Take a look at these bad boys. Bin bags. Bin bags with bungee cords round above the knees. Keep them up. So this could be either really clever or really stupid. I'm going to try it. It's a sizable river. Not deep enough to get up to my knees, but let's go for it. Fail. Well, not a huge fail, but I did get across the river. My feet got a wee bit wet. There's just a couple of wee holes appeared. I think next time I'd go out and get some heavy duty garden refuge bags rather than, I think they were heavy duty, but they weren't thick enough, so they just split a little bit. My feet didn't get any wetter than they would in the bog, but at least it's a learning experience. Oh, and also the biggest thing was the bungee cords did slip below my knees, so I ended up taking drastic action and kind of almost waddling along with my hands at my knees to hold the bags up. So I'll put that down to a learning experience. But I'm across the river, and the good thing is, the reason I decided to do this is there's basically a Land Rover track just there, so I can go over there now and enjoy a track for a wee while. But we'll get very boggy further up the glen. That, by the way, is Ben Aidan. spectacular Corbett, and that's Gurnikish. That's Monroe. Oh, so I've just made it through that gorge. It's a bit scrambly, and I've made it to possibly one of the favourite parts of Scotland for me, or locations in Scotland. Look at that, look at the water. How clean is that? You could go for a swim, it's deep enough. This is lovely. Imagine camping here. Because you can, I mean there's a wee camp spot just over here with very short grass, so it's pretty nice for pitching a tent. And it's a bit soggy here, but over there, see, there's a wee place people have a fire, if that's your kind of thing. And yeah, a flat bit there that looks dry and very short grass. Pitch your tent there, no bother. Oh, lovely. Oh. Absolutely idyllic. So yeah, you should come here. It's only 2 days hike from the nearest road. Glenfinnan, 2 days hike to here. No paths. Head up to about 200 metres now. I think there's another 200 to go. Maybe 300, can't remember. Stop there. I reckon half a litre will get me up this hill. So that's all I'm carrying. Just hit the path, so I've come up the hellish, pathless bit up from the depths of, well, below Ben Eden. That's at the back of Ben Eden now. So I came from way around the corner of that hill is the sea. That's near Sourlies Bothy where I camped last night. It's quite a hot day to be doing this, to be honest. So it's always wonderful to hit this path though, because coming up that hill's torture. I'm at about 450 metres here. I've lost the guy, Roddy, who I had a chat with halfway along the bog earlier today. I've lost him, I don't know where he is. He went up ahead of me, maybe he's just way over the hill now. But we'll see, because he's staying at Barrisdale Bay, Bothy, and I'm going to try and soldier on to Kinlochurn today. But I'll go into the Bothy and I'll say hello anyway, have a break there. So that's the worst of it today. That is some day of hiking through all that bog and up this hill. It's like the worst of all worlds. It's a killer. And how much distance have I covered? 8.8 kilometres. Wow. And it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon now. Right, so it's going to get easier once I get over the top of this. It's downhill, so it'll be hopefully nice and relaxing for a few hours. Now 500 metres, just about to go over the top, so it's time to say cheerio to that glen, thank goodness, and the Sourlies Bothy area. So just about to go over this this Bealach into the Barrisdale Bay and Kinlochhorn area. So now the long descent to Barrisdale Bay. That's Loonibin, Monroe. That's Larvin. We're in the distance with the snow. Oh, they've both got snow. Wow, look at that. What a view. What a lovely day. Oh. It's Bin Scriethel. Ah, lovely. So this is Loch Hourn now, and Barrisdale Bay just down there. The Bothy is out of sight, of course. So I've still got a fair amount of descent to do, and yeah, I think I'll do a comprehensive foot check in the Bothy. I think that's a doer-upper. There's a drive, but it won't connect to any roads. Must have to get some kind of ferry, maybe a charter to bring a car here. So you wouldn't be able to drive anywhere really. That'll be why it's empty. It looks empty. Aye, must be empty. I wonder how people live out here, eh? Although that field they just walked through, it's not boggy at all. It's great farming land, but I think they must just grow grass to feed the cows or whatever's around here. Feed them through the winter. Stunning place. Don't know how you can live here though. So this is Barrisdale Bay Bothy, just up there on the left. Hello there. All on its own. Ah, it's a stag. Let's just look at its antlers grown yet, or they've been cut. It's definitely a stag. Here we are then. So there's a toilet, there's running water here, electricity. Very tempted to stay here. Now, Robbie's meant to be here. I don't know if I've overtaken him or if he was pretty quick over the hill there. Soon find out. So here's the scenes at Barrisdale Bay. All my wet socks. I don't know if I've got a pair of dry, in fact I've got one pair of dry liner socks. It's not in my dry bag, but these are all varying degrees of dampness. So as the sun's strong, I'm going to take a break here for as long as I can. Half an hour at least, maybe an hour. I've had to take all the, let's see, tape's just falling off my feet. Staying on this one, I'll just leave that. But I'm going to have to apply new prevention plasters and tape. It isn't bad news, it's just quite surprising how they just don't last. I mean, those were the ones I put on halfway through the hike today, at the end of the big bog, so not even halfway. But I'm trying to look after my feet. Feeling a bit hot in areas, a couple of hot spots. So I'll need to deal with that. So I'm going to sit here, I'm not going to stay here today. That's 3 o'clock, or 10 to 3. And it's the 3.5 hour hike to Kinlochhourn, so I'm going to try and do that. But I really want to put dry socks on and get the plasters right. See, this deer's been with me all the time I've been here. Give me the side eye. It's just been sitting there all the time. He moved up from over there where I first saw him. Took a wee video of him. He's just sat there. Just chewing constantly with his mouth open. No manners. Okay. He's getting a bit more curious, I think. I don't really want him to get any closer than this. Although he hasn't got any antlers, so what's he going to do? I'll just get my trekking poles on him. I have no idea where Rory is. It's taken quite a while. I hope he's not got lost. A bit reluctant to leave before I've seen him. I couldn't get my camera fast enough. He basically walked right past me. I thought he was going to steal my socks because they look so tempting, don't they? I just didn't know what he was going to do, and I actually hastily grabbed all my socks up. He's probably going to come back. This could be the first sheep I've seen on the Cape Raft Trail. Can't remember seeing any others. Look at this guy's stubborn. He's holding his ground. He's going to move first. Are you going to move? Everyone else scarpered but him. Or her, I don't know. Can you tell? Oh my god, this path just goes up and down all the time. It's not just a wee bit up and down, it's 100 metres most times you go up and down. So that's like 4 times it's done that, as well as a whole load of little ups and downs. Oh, bloody hell. Right, over there where the snow is the Forkin Ridge. That's destination for tomorrow. I'll cross over there just to the east or right of the Forkin Ridge on the way to Shiel Bridge. You can actually see the track coming out of Kinlochhourn. Again, it's pathless over there, so that's going to be fun again. Good job I didn't have a hard day today. Alright, so 3.5k still to do today. Hopefully I'll get a place to pitch my tent. I've run out of water, so I've got to find a burn now. That's never an issue really. It's hot and it's 7:15 in the evening. I better get a jog on actually. Right. So this is a bit less overgrown than it was the last time I was here. These are all rhododendrons, I believe. So I guess in September they're all like blossoming and much more overgrown than this. We're less than 1.5 kilometres from Kinlochhourn now. The path's got a lot easier. It's now pretty much flat, albeit quite muddy. So should be at a campsite in, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. So I've just got the tent up. This is campsite for the night, obviously. A couple of neighbours. And not even got the stuff in the tent yet. I'm just going to go down, grab some water, cook my dinner and probably just go to bed. So this is it for me for the day. It was a tough day. It was really tough. But it's made tomorrow that bit easier. But it's still going to be a tough day. It's the highest point on the Cape Raft Trail tomorrow. I think it's near 800 metres. So I really want to get into Shiel Bridge or Morvich as early as I can, because I've got to go to the shop to resupply. I want to get into the campsite as well, see if I can get a shower. That'd be a bonus. So yeah, signing off for the day. This is day 4. Just leaving the wild campsite behind me and going to head up through the woods there up to the top of this hill on the way to Forkin Ridge, which is, I think, as I said, 800 metres, the highest point on the Cape Raft Trail. There's some weather coming in, or should I say shitty weather. It's already raining, it's just kind of spitting. So feeling okay still no blisters. Legs feel alright. Well, probably won't as soon as I start climbing this hill, of course, but yeah, feeling okay, feeling better than I'd hoped actually. So today's going to be pretty tough, not as tough as yesterday I don't think, and hopefully get into a real campsite tonight with showers, and also need to stock up on food at the shop in Shiel Bridge. So a few admin stuff to do today, and I really want to get into the Shiel Bridge area as quick as I can. So it's just after 8 now, so fairly prompt start, and it was great. Well, it wasn't great at the time, but it was really good to do that extra 4 hours hike along Loch Hourn last night. It just gives me that huge head start on the day compared to the last time when I started at Barrisdale Bay and went to Shiel Bridge. That was a horrible day, or it was too long, far too long. But these are the scenes in Loch Hourn this morning, and hopefully the weather gets a bit better. But as you can probably tell, it's been a bit too sunny. I've been getting a bit burnt, so we're never happy as humans, are we? The weather's never perfect. Anyway, onwards and upwards. Just coming out of Kinloch Hourn, and you can see the gradient of this this track, and it goes on and on. It's not a good start to the day. I know there's a really nice river up in the woods here, so I'm going to make a beeline for that. See how high I am. This is only after about 10 minutes, if that. So I've just crossed over the top of the hill out from Kinloch Hourn. This is where I say goodbye to the Loch Hourn area and off to the Forkin Ridge and Shiel Bridge further on area. It's been raining all morning. The only good thing about that is you can't really see these power lines, because they are shocking. It's not very clear, I admit, but that's Loch Hourn there. I've just walked around the other side of this hill. I'm up at about 250 metres here, and you can actually see Barrisdale Bay way in the far distance. So that was 4 hours hike from Barrisdale Bay to the campsite and about an hour's hike up to here, maybe a bit more. So it's quite some climbing. So the weather's clearing up a bit. Still not moved away from these shocking pylons. I think these pylons are what supplies Skye. The forking ridge is straight up ahead. So I've reached the river where quite a few people have had to turn back. You pretty much can't cross this when it's in spate. So it looks good today. Obviously there's been a bit of a dry spell recently. But yeah, this does end quite a few Cape Wrath trail hiking adventures. And up there, it's a stalker's hut where some people have spent the night, so I'm going to go up and have a wee look. Okay, here we go. Anybody in? Oh dear. Oh, a pair of glasses. Very good. Oh Jesus. These floorboards feel like they're going to snap under my weight. I'm not actually going to go in because of the floorboards. They're a bit dodgy. But nah, I don't think I'd fancy spending the night in there, to be honest. I'd need to be really desperate. There's quite a good wee bit of grass over the next to the river, so I'd definitely rather pitch the tent. Smelled a bit as well. Not good, not good. Stick to the tent. This week should have a persistent high pressure, giving us dry weather for the whole week. That's what the weatherman said. Did he really mean here? Did he mean that? Then it just stopped raining again and it's really cold. This wasn't in the plan. Might even have to put my gloves on. There's the views. Still see the pylons. Pretty glad I pointed them out. So I'm going to be going up this glen here. Oh my goodness. It's still morning, which is good. I'm at 570 metres. So that'll be the top there, about 200 metres to go in terms of ascent. That's where I've come from. It was just, there's a track that was pretty crap. Got my feet absolutely soaked, so yeah, my feet are squelching, socks are completely sodden. Bit worried about that, but these things happen. So there was a track way down the bottom, it petered out eventually, and then you're kind of left to your own devices to come up this area, which is pretty wet, and it's raining a lot. I kind of skirted round to the right there. Eventually you get you get to the steeper bit and you do find the odd path, but by path, that's what I mean. I don't know if it's a path. It's maybe just a deer path, but at least it's a bit drier underfoot now. So really got to get up there. I'm just soaked all over actually, because the rain was coming and going, so take your waterproofs off and feel alright, and then it starts drizzling and you get wet, and eventually you put them on and you're already wet. That happens so many times that I'm just wet. Did I tell you I was wet? Anyway, right, probably take a couple of sprints up to the top of this. By sprints I mean slow walk. But yeah, probably just one more rest in the middle, and then I'll get to the top. Oh, you know how I like a gate. bridge on this one. A bit dodgy. Something might get through it. Right. Now I'm in Glen Shiel. Here I am at just over 700 metres according to my GPS. And it is 12:15, so great timing. I reckon it'll be at least 3 hours to get down the hill, maybe 4, but I'm over the top, so now it's actually quite an awkward bit to contour around this hill. This is the forking ridge that you can't see. But I think, yeah, most people follow that dilapidated wall over there. It's a bit awkward, bit of an ankle snapper. That's the best way, because elsewhere it's very steep ground, going the wrong way. So, here we go, doing well. Still feeling okay, but a bit worried about my wet feet at the moment. And I wish the sun would break through, it's trying very hard. So that was the low point over there, so I had to climb up quite a bit to find this wall at the start of it. Getting to the wall was tricky, but actually following the walls, it's not too bad. A lot of people moan about it, but it's actually a really welcome kind of rocky path, and yeah, you do need to watch where you put your feet, but so much better than what I've just been through. Right, I better put the camera away. This is now the Munros path up these Munros, so I'm feeling quite at home now. Forking ridge up there, and the snow. I actually got pretty close to the snow. It feels like you're bloody freezing. So Shiel Bridge is over there, behind that mountain. This is Glen Shiel, and there's a trunk road that goes right through this. So I should have mobile phone reception quite soon, for the first time in about 3 days. Just see a newt in here. There it is. Do we see it on the GoPro? I hope so. Here we have Shiel Bridge. I think we're going to walk straight through Shiel Bridge to see if the Kintail Lodge, I think it's called, there's a hotel with a pub. I'm going to see if I can get some dinner there. It's only just after 3 o'clock, so even if they don't start selling food till 4 or something, I'll wait. Got a welcome sight. Yep, the wild or feral goats of Glen Shiel don't give a shit. Do you guys? You don't give a shit. More over here. Oh, we're right there. Oh, you're kidding. There's wee ones. Yeah. Loads of these. Up and down Glen Shiel. Just walking along the road now to see if there's a pub up here. I want to see if I can get some food. More feral goats over on that wee hill. This is just a bit of land next to the sea, or land's jutting out into the sea. Some geese down there as well. So, in other news, the Kintail Lodge Hotel doesn't serve food till 5:30. It's now about 3:30, so that's too long. I would have gone in to maybe have a couple of pints to wait. They don't even open the bar till 4, so it's So apparently there's a cafe just up the road here. So I'm going to try that out and report back. It's only about a kilometre further on from the Kenlock Lodge Hotel. So, don't know where I left you last time. Now, obviously pitched in this campsite. It's very quiet, it's very nice. My laundry's running at the moment. Had a shower, so got rid of a layer of dirt and smell. I feel quite good again. And I had quite a big dinner, so I got a treat. Where's my treat? Thought I was waving at her, but I was showing you the iron brew. I've got one blister. I'll be able to manage that, I think. One blister just behind the ball of my foot, on my right foot. Look at the weather, look at that. It's lovely. Falls the Glomach day tomorrow, it's up that way. Could be a big day tomorrow actually. Thinking I might do about 34 kilometres I think, if I can get to Strathcarron. If I can't quite get there, I'll just pitch my tent wherever I have to, but if I can get to Strathcarron, there's a pub there.